the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
NDC amanukunu ukupimu mwa aye womo finance minister aye Ato Forson abusuafo chena akisa Ato Forson ekupim awaye parliament a wodi ensem bibiri na ekokutudwa e parliament na expectations no bibiri Mahama aye na campaign no ngese Mahama aye kan sembi ahye Ghana for bo akire Ghana for se wono se ye to obama no obidi oman no se president a ye wo taxes bibiri wo ha MPP aban no to ye oman no so a ono no Mahama obeyi taxes no afi ho eno huduma na ngese Ato Forson okokodi no aye parliament aye ochenada na abusuafo ngese wo mu ka sika a ngese aye taxes a yetwia wo man ho no ma aye aban na ngese wo mu anya sure say onumonyam fo Ato Forson okopiem aye parliament a ngese abusuafo obekọ akoka say aye 11 yetwam ana say tax we yetwam na wo mu kirem say aye wuro to so a ngese wo mu free aye akwam kura no wuro to so no ngese be sha asasa ye duma ewo say roto so no kwa no wo ye MPO wo ye minister wo ye hwan uduru ho a ewo say wo twa roto abusuafo sa ensem no na je say wo mo adi tudwa ena no pe ya wo mo echirim say Ato Forson okọ parliament no kodim komo a ene woni nkomo papa emfama Ghanafo nyina ongo ka asem a Mahama ka so be ye no ongo ka eno no ho komo parliament taxes a Mahama ka so be ye fi ho no ngongodi no ho komo na Ghanafo akoma ento wo muyem anya saade a NDC fo on bebo mo tiri so mumenti ensem a wo mo tudwa ni
18 and okopiem e parliament. Okay, huge expectation, I agree with you. If there's some no be abai no the shebo and describe you as nuisance. Thank you. It is one more be here free. And now when you speak to the economists, people know I can't tell who say and the man is abandoned get carefully bit back for how they are. What expectation, Franco? Our fee budget finance minister Abraham Ochano any day. The voice of the morning.
Yes.
Say first of all, let's try to understand the meaning of budget. Say cause a budget idea. And now when sorry, made my say me ya me budget say a be me 10 Ghana cedis. Now if you look at unforeseen expenses it me back. So the meaning of budget, yes say an estimate of an income and expenditure for a set period of time. And yet here ebi akwanta mbuze busumi ne budget awaye ni obedi 20 Ghana cedis obeto mu 2 Ghana obeto we so betiba to we say when so sometimes people exceed their budget or they don't even meet their budget eno. But if you look at Ghana parliament bida see a catch say bia ye budget na budget we catch say okay I adwin say seska we ni edi e be catch say seska we ni mi kura ni ndro edu operate mi kura ti tipo ebro so. If you look at this particular budget and there's a lot of expectations about this particular budget. Amount for attention was because if you listen to the NDC in opposition, the kind of things that they said in opposition and how they describe some taxes as nuisance taxes are amount for attention. They gave a promise and a pledge and they told Ghanaians some taxes be almost nuisance taxes and to the ordinary Ghanaian OPR tax in Engano, the baby a scanning corner, and for the benefits are Ghana forbid. No, I want to hear attention. So if you look at the NDC in opposition, Omo catches and Yanko Ponya, one more taxes be the 50. Kwame, if you look at me and other way, when it comes to the budget reading, Yanko Ponya and Wachina, I know, said the finance minister, when it comes to Togut Kwame, I know they are going to bring it back. Because question is one. The new patriotic party, a do baby, almost there be on the 11 banner, 11 no more day banner. They want to scrap out Tobu. And the amount for strategy, you said there be Tobu today. I see it making sure say go. I see the reintroduction of taxes on Tobu coming back. Kwame, now what I'm checking here, you have over 100 Tobus in Ghana. Over 100 Tobus. Now, if you look at Tobus in Ghana, especially if Burkina Faso, if other jurisdictions, they come through Ghana. They come free, they enter free, and they exit free. But if you go to other jurisdictions, people doesn't joke with their toe. Adia Bakwa affecting Ghana Kwame. When it comes to toe, I say when it comes to Kwame Faso Sika. I'm taking you back. In 2013, Auditor General report, a year in 2010. Almost say between the month of January and June, Kwame, 6 Tobus could account for 9 billion Ghana cedis. Kwame, I'm repeating it again. Auditor General report, and in 2010, was saying 6 Tobus We have over 100 toll booths in Ghana. Only 6 toll booths could account for 9 billion Ghana cedis. This is 90 billion. And we too say toll booth near Sedeba. Now if you look at annually, toll booth is able to generate 72 billion Ghana cedis. We should not joke with it. And if you look at figures now, Kwame, and your figures are unwashed. But Kwame expecting you. If we are bringing toll booth, we should have a mechanism whereby any amount for the discount.
As I say, be human faith, no.
Kwame, want to make a ban.
A free.
And so we need the free work. Because if only
electronic.
And yes, because you are there, Ghana. Amount from your vulnerable Ghana from Hotel, no, toll booth for toll booth. And now to be a member of parliament, to be a minister, now so do a sarin in the motor kit in the name, and was a man crime and echo.
Because when you convoy, be a do
No convoy, nothing. Would do what? Because I had the guitar. Then your programming. Every Ghanaian be a root ways of here. And come with your South we are. It goes into the coffers of Ghana. You bet you that you bet my former Ghana to afford into a pedifra. And to say, I pray and I say, the reintroduction of toll booth to the Kwame said, Esi etimi nyaska wutie mu a sa toll booth no kwan access any san money yakwame de ye. But if you look at the kind of decision that we took in making sure say toll booth ye dey free on from where I said I totally disagree with it. They are also not just reintroducing it or implementing it, but we should make sure that woman face a war the any free war. Kwa we so betimi koduru was me nua ni onu abia man de ko. Obetimi do am so we panyimu ni abia man de ko. Dabi we should go beyond that kind of thing. It's what they kwame the expectation aban no obetimi. Now, Kwame, now, if you look at Agrega, I expect and demand the government of Ghana to put a lot of resources over there. Now, the kind of figures that you are mentioning, the kind of importation that we are doing, if you look at metric tons of chicken, what is the government of Ghana doing? And then, incentives, capital injection, Yamade, now come once again. One cast what down fear of Burkina Faso would be president, this young guy. Now look at the way he's trying to conscientize his own people.
Captain Traore. Where one first one agree ya kono eyefe. Ghana de be come say agree no kwa kograma as is a certain kind of punishment. If you look at Orefe the JDM and then if the finance ministry, they should do something unique about Mama Ghana to afford to a pedifra. Kwame, adeba ko so me hwe ani mu ni say the government of Ghana should also factor sports. If you go to other jurisdictions, they don't joke with sports. Ghana and every year, yeah, budget. It was a budget, you test for sports, you test for sports, you test for sports. I did come and make champion and say, if you look at Ghana and Puti for ya, in 2024, Egypt, Afcon, Paralympic, Kobe, or Musika said the more best in PI. Musika said the more best in PI. Ghana and Kwan prepare budget for sports. About 95% of the budget allocation goes for the Black Stars. Now I listen to the president. Was my will be made public openly. I want them to make sure that sports it is going to be well. Now me this Ghana the right now. Attention, is about what the NDC term said. If you look at some taxes by the new patriotic party, one almost MPP for main Ghana for MPP for yes, I'm going for now. Your more Kwame air time. And they are making sure say power. They are going to make sure tax will make it everywhere. I listened to the current president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he was the presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress. He made promises and pledges. And then some now he had a social contract with Ghanaians. Ghanaians understood, said they are not doing their Kwame, they are better. Then some Kwame, Abia Santamana or Kano, then I game so. But today, John Mahama cannot in the decision. Because if you look at the social contract on here, he has to go by the social contract. The other kind Kwame was saying, Oba sports betting 10% to become. I listened to Ray Freddy Chairman was saying the reason why I'm say 10% in the buy and say they want to discourage the youth from doing betting because some of my youth don't want to bet, I don't want to pay you my. And yes, they become lazy. Thank you, my brother. And it's 10% of the buy, they are making sure that they are scaring them. John Dramani Mahama must say, "Why because 10% a year at the Papa Biaru insensitive? Why because 10% a year Biaru on Ghana? Now, coming Kophobia from TGM, or a research company in 2023, per their research, almost 41.7 Ghanaians and a bet. Kwame,
In 20
the entire population. Out of the population, that's almost half of the Ghanaian population.
Yes, Kwame. In 2024, Ghana Statistical Service say Ghana population increased by 1.34. As we talk today, Ghana population is around 34 million. Kwame, so we have 41.7%. It means that 13,940,000 Ghanaians are doing sports betting.
Then the money.
I say money in Asutra. Kwame, 13,940,000 Ghanaians are doing sports betting. Per the research, there were 25 sports betting operators. 25 sporting betting operators. There were 12 online casinos. And there were 24 landed casinos. Too technical.
Online casino, no more the online landed to a building.
Thank you.
And
just said 25 sports betting operators. Now, if you look, yes,
betting operating
yes.
companies, no, 25.
They say Ghana for a 13,940,000. Now, Kwame, if you look at the month of August in 2023, as sports betting taking effect, Kenyans can call 15 million Ghana cedis.
That is 10%.
Yes, and it is called 150 billion. And
it's a free betters.
Yes, yes.
Some will call betters association.
Yes, Kwame, in 2023 annually, Scout Yenya free sports betting yes 60 million Ghana cedis. It is called 600 billion.
I don't pay.
Yes, 600 billion. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, now there is a projection and estimation. So at the end of 2025, sports betting is going to be 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. But because of campaign promise and pledge, and what he told us, Kwame, we are expecting and demanding the president. Kwame, he wasn't talking under duress.
No, support it. You think Onyano?
He has a social contract with Ghana or catch a Ghana for no more about the man. Do you know the kind of force as
only 10%?
And he doesn't want any chance to give us an excuse. When your friends are betting tax, when the kind of force are the man NDC. May still go and look at the voters register. About 60 to 65% of the voters register comprises of the youth. Now, could take Ghana for you to know money bravery. The no more Kenyans and yet more to Mabama NDC say, or no, the Sika could jump to lose so money scar. Or no could Cheska, no doubt to the 10%. So be a channel of the 1,000 Ghana cedis. The 10% is 100 Ghana cedis. And so be the 10,000, 10,000 every. And look at the way the young guys, no money no more casa. John Dramani Mahama, he wasn't talking under duress. He was a presidential candidate of the NDC. And he told Ghanaians of be 10% in the floor. The youth are demanding, expecting the president. Say, Nyanko Ponya, me such a you. Okay. Mama can't tell so many economists for Kodim Komo. Tell me about Casa Macheno. Or man seeking any input from economical people.
And you are expecting 10%.
10%
betting tax level to go.
It will come to me as a surprise. And if from Mama as the president, when my young friend free work, I'll criticize him constructively because he has lied to power.
We'll wait and see.
Yes, when man say he has lied to power. Now, what's what Bobby 11 years ago? 11. I deal with you. If you look at the kind of revenue generated, we should not joke with it. Now, Kwame, if you look at 11 on the 1st of May 2030, now if you look at figure in 2022. Then you have 612.34 million Ghana cedis. Now, if you look at 2023, Kwame, then you have 1.19 billion in 2023. Kwame, tell you, 1.19 billion in 2023. In 2024, they targeted 2.1 billion. Then you have 2 billion. Come to scram, 2 billion. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said a nuisance tax. John Mahama said, "Kufa mo nyo mine ho. Kufa mo pegana for us." Now, per research. 75% of Ghanaians, he live yet you. That's no 75% of Ghanaians, he live yet you. And if you look at the revenue generated here, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, I'm demanding, expecting the president Nyankopon ya adom a ane fa nkose ba bi say tax bi wo your friend communication tax on go akosho then we go after them.
The finance minister, I mean, said there won't be any new tax.
What's it?
there won't be any new
Kwame, they say,
or a fee budget.
let them massive, but we are considered with keen interest. Do you know why?
No, but me,
Aye.
I buy it 3 years before 11 one can bear me.
Oh, yeah, before 11.
I said, go maintain here.
They will maintain.
All figures now.
Aye. Kwame,
They will have
Kwame.
Listen.
John Mama cannot rescind his decision on this particular matter. How is he going to rescind his decision?
Oh, a matter of
okay, convince me.
A matter of say of course. You see, make imagine say 11 no me ba
yes.
Me but looking at the quantum of money I 11 they my now we have even make us say a lot of hospitals that needs say a day doctor for nurse for my people. Now you go by the 11. I'm not saying so I'm promising. He promised.
Yes.
So obey 11, obey if you want.
Do you know why Ghanaians voted for Mahama?
But of course. Oh,
yes.
Nade, this is not going to be the very first time. So
yes.
I campaign you know about of course I said this, but looking at things because I'm here then I understand
that. Then it means you have lied your way to power.
Lying your way.
Yes, you fly your way to power. There's difference between propaganda, concordant story, and reality. Politicians will always play with our conscience and intelligence, but the reality will hit them, it will expose them. When His Excellency John Mahama was talking in the Niabreno, he knew he knows the kind of nominal votes and percentage votes that you get from 11. We should not joke with it, Kwame.
In private, when you speak to Kesley Ato Forson, Finance Minister, Honorable, or say, or no, an advocate. Advocate what show a lot of articles about Elevi. Say here the worst idea and you know and I better say Elevi and go so no more you will scrap Elevi. That's not maybe make you appeal no. They left to me alone. Yes, of course.
Oh,
you have said
this kind of appeal you are not going to buy it.
You have said that. Why you would you campaign and but we've grown.
There's 75% of Ghanaians who on the E-levy. What's now they are not going to agree to it, and I stand in for them. We are not going to agree because the president told us, "Oh, Bobby E-levy need free home."
Do you expect on Kasi account?
Mr. Abraham, one said, "Your mama catch him so or the aqua baby." And this kind of budget, let me tell you one thing: we are going to monitor with keen interest. We are going to monitor with keen interest.
Of course, it's going to be live on Lost in
and American, we are going to monitor with keen interest.
We'll be here tomorrow.
But you make my catcher say, "Yeah, but you have the tax. Yeah, you be the people who come in here." Because the car catchers, some say they are not going to do reintroduction of new taxes.
Of course.
If you look at the social contract, we are going after them. We are going to make sure there's a difference between concordant story, propaganda, and reality. Opposition will be able to cut your pair and I'm a way. But now, in reality, yes, emission tax. You can't say emission idea. And you must see Kwame. Now look at the taxes, Kwame. Now there we almost at 112 on the buy, Kwame. In 2023, yes, a motorcycle, a tricycle. In account, you can't be said per annum, 1 year. So I'm confident just 75 cities per annum. Now I must say, so Musiani a 3,000 cubic center. And a science of form a bit much as a Kwame. And no motor vehicle buses which are 150 per annum. Articulator truck, any cargo trucks at 300 per annum. Kwame, another Empire me boy Nancy Nankopoma the Papanti or China. Like China, and young one is a Masoria baby. I'm going to listen to the budget because our budget way is going to be an epic showdown budget. Our budget way, okay, is a sports guy, okay, George Forson Mahama, and Muhammad Ali Mubah from Mobon. But you said the Black Stars of Ghana and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We are going to monitor them. We are going to look at the kind of things they are going to tell us. And as you know, my catcher says, "Oh, we will go after them because what you mean can't tell us over these taxes with your floor." Then you go and introduce it or reintroduce it to other sectors.
And tomorrow, Franco, what expectations? Yes, sir. E-levy, COVID levy.
Yes.
10% levy on betting.
Oh.
And then emission levy on scrapping.
Yes. As such, you did free.
And I also say one to say was scrappy. What it means is that
yes.
Yes,
and it is true. Opianim sa some me can be factual. Because some of what catch a kwaku abram pase kwaku di machime kwa kwa tom ama who could do na catch on tom ma na what that done. You play with the intelligence and the conscience of the person. John Mahama did campaign for close to 8 to 9 months consistently. He wasn't talking under duress. Then some of can be unfaithful and so willingly. No, so they just attacks.
Do you expect another promise that this NDC government gave when they were in opposition was about import on vehicles and equipment meant for industrial and agricultural purposes.
Yes.
That waiver now, because you see, we are talking about agriculture.
Yes.
Now, Burkina Faso, are comparatively on to say Ghana, only fertile land like Ghana. No? Look at what Captain Traore, you see, you know one thing, they say, for the past 2 weeks, I bear cumbersome.
Yes.
Especially who drive.
Yeah.
Why? Because go voter region last Saturday. From Enyinamu to Linda Door.
Yes.
We had to use the forest.
Yes.
We had to use the forest. Why?
Yes.
Burkina Faso tractors are Papano. What order Obeyino Ghana ho? Obeyino ha. Now, we are a Sasubia